Maybe we should talk about Spring Cup.
Spring Cup, is that what we're calling it?
Well, that's what I heard maybe on Homie Biz's podcast call it. And then I realized.
I like that because I keep finding myself calling it Blading Cup. And then I'm like, oh shit. I mean, Quad Cup. I mean, like, you know, like there's.
Yeah, and there's
I like Spring Cup. That's good.
And Quad Cup really doesn't have its own identity.
No, not at all.
And it's going to be really successful.
Yeah.
It's going to be
absolutely
rad. It's going to be so
stoked.
awesome. Okay, it's happening. It's a festival of skate contests.
4-day festival.
So normally there is Blading Cup, which happens in November, and it's like a 2-day, right?
Mm-hmm. 2-day festival. Well, I wouldn't. Would they even call it a festival?
No, it's just like a straight
comp. A 2-day comp where they block off they like rent out a block in Santa Ana and just like makeshift a bunch of
ramps.
You know? So Blading Cup had a great turnout last year.
And
as far as with quad skaters and you know, skaters of all kinds, I should say. I shouldn't limit it to that. It seemed like there was a lot of people. That was my first Blading Cup, but it seemed like
there's been 10.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah.
I think I've been to 4 of them.
We were watching some highlights from previous Blading Cups the other day, and it was some of the other courses don't look as bad as last year's did. No offense.
It wasn't bad for bladers.
No, it wasn't.
They were able to do stuff on it.
What I mean by that is the previous ones look like more doable for me. I'll speak for myself.
The thing is, we've got 4 lines of wheels, so we kind of need like an easy entry to the ramp. Yeah. And if there isn't one, it's slower to get onto the ramps. It's harder.
Yeah.
To thrust.
A little more difficult.
Your energy into them. Okay, so Blading Cup. Let's get to the point. Stoners.
Okay, so where I was going with that is there was a really good turnout. So they decided, with thanks to Michelle,
John Julio
but John Julio and Michelle collaborating, and now they decided to invite us quad skaters to also have some events at this now festival.
Yeah, I think the city of Santa Ana really loves Blading Cup because it's such a great thing for downtown. Mm-hmm. And they asked John if they would do a second one. So I think to differentiate it, he turned it into a festival and added quad.
The city came to John.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Because it like is a good
stem
really for awesome. The local.
Yeah, man. I bet those businesses on that street get a lot of attention.
Yeah, I ate a lot of that ice cream.
Oh, me too. Too much.
Too gross.
It's good. Okay. See, distracted. We keep getting so...
All right. We're not breaking it into gender. That's one thing. The blading competition is broken down into like 17 and under, men and women. Actually, I don't think they call it women. They call it bladies.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool because like rollerblading was... I mean, inline skating was called rollerblading because a brand came in and was like, oh, I'm just going to wipe my brand over this sport and call it rollerblading. Mm-hmm. And even I remember like Woodward, when we were doing the Moxi skate camps, they're like, so what do you call this style of skating? Do you call it Moxi skating? And I was like, no, we're not going to do that. No, not like rollerblading did or rollerblade did. Okay. So bladies, yeah, the Bladies brand name actually is the name for like the category of women competing, which is interesting.
Yeah, I agree. Interesting.
And there's always been less women competing than men in blading, but that is just not our case.
No.
And I get last year, Miguel told me that there were 300 competitors for the inline. Like I was
in total.
Yeah.
And I would have thought more.
Wow. I didn't. I thought 100 competitors is like because like 100 people signed up for quad. And I was like, that's so many.
Oh, I bet. I mean, I'm sure the list is going to grow.
Yeah.
I bet it was. I mean, that's just a start.
We're competing.
Yeah. And so many other people, apparently 100 other people are also competing. And I keep like every day, like honestly, multiple times a day, sometime I keep like refreshing the website to like keep looking at the list of people.
We need to add the Instagram handles.
Yeah, we should, because I don't know who half these people are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Your Ivy Wall Karam. How do you say your last name?
Ivy Wool Muckenhaupt.
Oh, say that again.
Wool Muckenhaupt. That's not what I like. And that's not what I put down on my like registration, because it's like too much.
Wool Muckenhaupt.
Muckenhaupt.
Muckenhaupt. Mm-hmm. Muckenhaupt.
Yeah, I like hated it growing up.
What is it?
German.
Oh, my last name's German too.
Really?
Yeah, it means steep.
Say it in a German accent.
Stalin.
Not
Not to be confused with
like the Grinch there.
Stalin.
Oh God.
Not to be confused with that.
No. Let's keep the
just
German pronunciation away.
Yeah, I had an intellectual heritage teacher that would always pronounce it in German, and it sounded like Stalin.
That's unfortunate.
What are we talking about?
No more of that. Quad. All the people signed up. That's where I was drifting to, and thinking I'm really excited to see who comes, and I think a lot of people are going to be very surprised with the like amount of talent that is there.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people are going to show up and surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, and there's like people from Argentina coming.
I know there's people from Australia coming, people from Colombia.
Chuffed is coming. It's going to be awesome to see all the quad skaters and
I think
all the inline skaters.
You remember when we were in Miami and we all found that video of that girl? That was a horrible description.
She did like a 360 porn star down a ledge.
Yeah, and then also she did like a really clean like true spin 50 over a hip in a bowl. But I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, no, that's not who I'm talking about. This person. This is who I'm talking about.
A kid from Argentina. Oh, Vashti.
Yeah, and we all watched her edit, remember?
Right. Yeah.
And we all watched
Australia?
it. Like I'm pretty sure they're from Australia.
Hey, Vashti, are you listening? Are you out there? Are you coming? Do you know?
I believe that
We should DM them.
I think that some of her friends are coming, which makes me think that she's coming. You should come. Everyone should come.
Okay, what are you coming to? It's all right, we'll get to the point. There's going to be a street contest and a mini ramp contest.
And a limbo contest.
And a high jump for inline and for quad. And there's going to be an intermediate contest for the street and the ramp, and an advanced contest for the street and the ramp.
Mm-hmm. And as in difference to how the blading is doing it, we are not dividing it up by men and women.
Yeah, but how do you know if you belong in intermediate or advanced? That's probably one of the most popular questions when we're signing up.
I haven't even really given that much thought, if I'm being honest.
Like every street skater that I know that I would say is like, oh, they're so good at street skating. They all asked me, should I sign up for intermediate or advanced?
Yeah.
And I think we're just like in this starting place where nobody knows, we've never been brought together to know if you're advanced or intermediate compared to what? Inliners?
Yeah, there really is. We have no comparison. And I think because we have no comparison, this is like getting into a whole different spiel. But at least I find myself comparing myself to bladers and to their, culture. And I think it's just because we don't have, or I shouldn't say culture, their
tricks.
Yeah, because we don't have anything to like compare it to. So yeah. That's a whole other thing, though. I think a lot of people were confused why the registration was so expensive. Maybe not confused, but frustrated why the registration was so expensive. And it's because it works in a...
We got to do it ourselves. We don't have a whole lot of sponsors that are like, hey, we should have competitions and let's create them ourselves. We've got a bunch of skaters that are like, hey, let's have competitions and create it ourselves. So, but we do have a lot of have a lot of people sponsoring it. Like Bont got in on it. I saw Impala. There were some shops like Pigeon Skates, and if you go to Bleeding Cup on Instagram, you can see all the sponsors and all the companies that are supporting the event, which is really awesome.
Yeah. And you can also look on the website to see everyone will be competing.
Yeah. And it's going to be like a trade show. There's going to be, all the sponsors will have booths so you can walk around and see.
And if I'm not mistaken, we're getting more than one. We're getting like the whole parking lot.
We're going to have a booth. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
I see what you're trying to say.
Chillies and Scoops is going to have a booth. So make sure that you stop by at our booth.
Yes. The city of Santa Ana is repaving the parking lot for this event.
Yes. So if you were at any previous Blading Cups, there will be a lot more room.
Yeah. And it's going to be much bigger.
Shenanigans.
How many people do you think were there last year watching?
Just watching?
Like, remember we were on top of that garage?
I feel like there was at least 100 people just in the garage.
Like on that level that we were at?
No, like total on the whole. You think more? I don't know. I'm really bad with gauging.
Yeah, I think there was probably 1,500 people there at least. It's going to be the first competition that I know of that is this big.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what competitions have you? Do you have any to?
Yeah, we went to the Frankie Morales competition. I announced.
Yeah.
And Ivy won. Wasn't the plan.
No, that was not the plan. But it was awesome. Great. And I keep saying that it was my first comp, but I actually, back in Colorado, like right before I broke my knee last year, there was like a little mini ramp jam comp hosted by Andy Roy. And I went to that and got best trick, which was pretty cool. So I think that was probably my first.
Was that a skateboarding contest?
Yeah.
So you're a roller skater in a skateboarding contest.
Yeah.
And you won best trick.
Yeah. It was sick. It was really cool. So yeah, I guess the Frankie thing was my first like against roller skaters.
I've never
which was really
competed.
Fun. Oh, it was so fun. I think I'm bred for that kind of.
Yeah, you are. Laser focus.
Yeah.
Like
I'm good at just
tuning everything
dropping in and like all I know is what's in the ramp or the bowl or the.
Yeah, I was like, how do you remember what you want to do next?
Oh, I don't.
I know you didn't practice this.
No. I don't know. Just comes.
I think you did like a 5 backwards moonwalk.
No, I think I only did 4.
People were losing it. Okay, 4.
5's coming up next, though, I guess. You just put that in my brain.
I was just playing the advanced Igor's game. Do you know what that is? Mm-hmm. It's like the international game of roller skate on Facebook. And I haven't played actually any games. I tried starting a couple games, but I didn't ever finish them.
I remember at the beginning of COVID, we played a virtual game of skate.
That was Instagram.
Yeah.
DMs. But this is like a Facebook group where like 5,000 people are
I was
playing.
a part of it when for a while, but then it got like out of control and I was like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
There's a ton
of games playing at all times. But there's an advanced game and somebody set the trick doing the moonwalk. You take the back foot and you walk the moonwalk forward.
Yeah. I've been thinking about trying to like just lock on with one foot instead of like locking in out of the 50 and then stepping over. Like if you just like jump into like an alley-oop Machio and then just like throw your front foot down and then start running like that.
Oh, you know what I mean? Rather than stepping.
Yeah. It's like you just kind of, it's more like bouncy, I guess. I want to try.
Last year, my favorite thing about Bleeding Cup was the theater. They had like
the theater. Yeah, that was really cool. Like I didn't really know what we were getting ourselves into when we like were going in. I didn't know
like all the newest videos that were out. Like they premiered there on the same night, and we watched like 5 videos, like a whole film festival in this theater. And they asked us if we wanted to show anything. So I'm hoping that Megan Schaefer finishes her part so that maybe we can show it there. But
That'd be really cool.
Megan, how's it going?
Megan.
Megan shreds so hard.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see her part. It's going to be...
Me too.
It's going to be like... It's monumental. That's the word.
Yeah, who else out there is making a part right now? Put it in the chat. We want to watch it.
Or if you have come out with a part and we, you know...
Megan put one together this year. We've been watching her in the background, putting it together. We've watched her just walk away from rails totally bleeding, like bloody and defeated.
Like fucked up
Like
looking.
so bad. And she waits for her body to feel better again and gets back up and does it 2 days later.
Sometimes she doesn't wait long enough. I'm going to call her out on that one. She's ruthless.
Megan Schaefer, look her up. I have no idea.
I also have
who's
no
going to
idea.
take the money.
Because like I
At
said, I
Quad
think
Cup.
that there's a lot of people that are going to come and really fucking surprise everyone. Like I really do. I think that there's a lot of people that are not recognized in the skating world that have
Like who?
like this Vashti girl and the other girl that you're talking about. A lot of the Argentinian girls and Colombian girls that I see on skating with like
Luz.
Luz and
Can't
Moko.
wait to see Luz skate in real life.
And
Moko's not coming though, I don't think.
oh, is she not?
But check out Moko.
She's amazing.
I love Moko.
She just came out with a part actually.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, not too long ago.
Yeah.
Make sure you check that out if you haven't already.
For Bont? She skates for Bont?
She does skate for Bont, but I think that it was more, like a self-titled project.
And we just saw Barbie, and she was going to go film another project with Moko.
Are you sure they're filming? I thought that they were, I'm pretty sure they're doing teaching.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they're
like
not
a
filming.
little
They're doing
2-day teaching
You're right.
thing in Barcelona. Really cool. Really jealous. But then Barbie's coming back to America and we get to keep her for a couple months.
Yes, for the summer.
So exciting. Who are you excited to see?
Skate?
Yeah.
Kids.
Oh yeah. That's going to be awesome.
I'm like training with the kids and trying to get them to get really excited and organize their tricks and expand their minds. And like just watching the kids is going to be really cool. Seeing how they handle it. I think they're going to be really stoked to compete.
May and Noodle going out and street skating the other day.
I know.
So awesome.
Cool.
Killing it. So awesome to see.
Lily.
Amazing.
May. Me. All of them. Liberty. Birdie. They're amazing. They're incredible. Noodle, Lila. All of them. Skate Cadets team. Kids team. Pretty sure most of them, not all of them are signed up. Some of them are kind of anti-contest. I feel like I've been anti-contest.
Yeah, which is like, that's another thing. Don't feel pressured to like sign up just because it's, a lot of other people are doing it.
I just don't like doing anything for anybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it for myself. So when I'm skating, I don't know what I'm doing 3 tricks ahead. Like, I'm just like doing, I don't know. Like when I tried to organize a line, I was like, okay, what if this was Quad Cup right now? What would I be doing? Like every time I don't want a lunch break. I overheard them saying the organizers were like, I was like, hey, what do I tell people when they're wondering whether they're intermediate, advanced? And someone answered me, well, they shouldn't be doing any lunch breaks. No backside stalls. You get eliminated if you do a backside stall. And I was like,
John was like,
it's like, if I tell anybody that's going to panic everyone.
Yeah.
And then I was trying to organize my tricks, without backside stalls. And I'm like, you really have to know when you're going to set up an alley-oop trick and when you're going to set up a forward trick.
yeah, absolutely.
And
that's like a different kind of skill in skating. I feel like it is a whole different
being a planner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Skaters aren't planners.
Yeah.
But competing is fun if you don't have pressure. I mean, my pressure is more about like inadequacy of like my brain. Like I can't remember what I'm going to do next. So I might just like get nervous and just flub it.
Yeah. And flop. That happens.
Yeah.
That happens to me pretty often.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's like not.
But it would be way more fun to like just have fun and be able to finish it.
Yeah. That's the goal. You can't go into things like this with like expectations.
Yeah.
You really do just have to like do it for yourself and do it for like the fun, the feeling
of the fun.
Yeah.
Like if you're not having fun, who wants to not have fun in front of everyone?
And like in your skating, you can tell, I mean, I can tell when watching people skate if they're having fun or not.
Yeah.
And it makes a huge difference in like, I think that plays a role in style. If you're having fun.
Yeah, totally.
What would you do if you won? Like with the money?
Buy everybody drinks.
Oh, that's good. That's a good answer.
No, actually, no, I would not. I'm not going to win. So that's not a thing.
Why do you say that, Shell?
Because I know I don't even want to win. And like,
why?
Because it's not my place. Like, this is something that I'm like making for other people to enjoy. And the reason why I'm participating is so that I'm a good sport, because I really am not a competing person. I don't want to win. I'm going to do it for fun. But I feel like if I don't compete, then maybe I will, I don't know. I mean, Miguel was like, you shouldn't compete. You're doing this for other reasons to like establish the sport. And then I'm like, yeah, but all my friends, like Carly and you, like I don't know, I got a bad reaction from my friends. Like, no, what, we're going to compete and you're not? Like, it should be a whole thing where we're all doing it for fun.
It should be. You should be up there with all of us.
Yeah, and I want to.
Yeah.
And if I won, I'd probably give all the money back to all the registration fees.
Aw.
So don't let me win.
Oh, man, you make me sound like a dick when I share my answer.
Well, I'm twice your age, Ivy.
Yeah,
we are
I'm
in totally
taking that
different
money and I'm
places.
Putting it in that savings account, getting that new apartment, maybe go get myself a new pair of shoes. Me and John will go get some Korean barbecue. That's what I'll do with the money.
I want Ivy to win.
You can come to Korean barbecue with us too if I win. Or you know what? You get your own. We can have our own date. We can have our own Korean barbecue time.
Yeah. Well, I like John. I like being the third wheel.
Yeah?
To you and John? I love you and John. I love John.
Me too.
I love you more.